Thank you for clicking It's Starting Now.
There's a lot of people that play games these days, and each one of them spends hours and hours playing those games. And as composers, we've got this great opportunity to teach future generations about the music, affect their sensibilities. Therefore, I think it is important that the music in games is of the highest quality, and that includes recording with live musicians. So today we've been recording a suite from Smalland to put a spotlight on musicians from Midlands.
One of the highlights of today has been actually, and slightly worrying parts of today, is having a composer sitting behind you throughout the whole day. But that was great to actually work with somebody on their music and sort of bring that out and to hear what he wanted from it, and actually to be able to respond to that as an orchestra was brilliant actually.
Pav's got a really acute sense of detail. He's got a really attuned ear, so he could pick out specifics in terms of any issues or things that are bugging him. He's not afraid to stand up and pick those things out and be assertive in a good way, so to get the best out of the project. That's what people want. It's the quality, it's the kind of flawless finish, and I think that's brilliant.
Being the generation that grew up with video games, and seeing their evolution from way back in the ZX81, ZX Spectrum days of the 80s, as a school kid, right up to now, and playing games with my kids. Games are movies now. It's really great to be able to take it, and it's a real orchestra, to put into what is essentially a movie. And that's how I approach this with the sound. It's like an orchestration for, a Hollywood movie, really.
The character is of the size of an ant, and he's going through this whimsical world where everything is bigger than him. And I thought this project would benefit from a soundtrack that's really whimsical, almost neoclassical style.
There's a very cinematic, large orchestra vibe to it. I do find influences of serious major composers from history. So I was just saying to the trumpets there, some of it's very Shostakovich. So it did break some of my mindset as to what this music could be about.
It has some very pastoral moments. It's the creation of tension and actually using the sound to create what's going on.
I could hear nods to and nuances of Wagner in there. There's definitely some John Williams. I thought there was also some Bernard Herrmann in there as well. Nods to the Grand Masters, I would say, the cinema and screen as we sort of know it.
Having played quite a few recent contemporary pieces and recorded some with other orchestras, I think there's some really interesting and diverse music across the board. It's not just one style and it just goes with it for the rest of it. There's a multitude of styles to really enjoy. There's a wide variety of influences, and it's great that a composer's listening to a wide palette before writing what comes to mind.
I could hear the playing styles of the different instruments, not having to adapt to things that aren't necessarily in the real live world. So I think it's very, very ambitious and very well done, actually, very well written.
I think he's got the best out of all the instruments in the orchestra, and the music we played today was, I thought, really, really well written for the instruments. So it was actually really satisfying music to play, really atmospheric, and really got a sense of sort of drama to it as well.
It was really interesting to see his take on it and hear what he'd created. And it's a very high quality product, so I hope he's really pleased with it.
And I think it was called Surviving the Storm, and it was a very... I can't get out of my head now.
He's a really good musician, and that's no doubt about that, but he's also really a workaholic. He works all the time, every hour of the day. And he's a perfectionist, and I think you can hear from his song, for his music. He's really passionate. He loves his job. We always try to make it better and always ask for our opinion, and yeah, he good with the team, yeah.
He's really pushing the boundaries here, and if he can make it work and incorporate it, and it brings work to people in the area, local area, because I believe it's all about being regional, you know. Hats off to him. I applaud, and he has my full support and full attention.